Ever bother
That's what I was
that way?
thinking.
No,
Yeah.
Thank God.
we never had that problem.
Any lynchings that you
Our
saw?
problem was always the confrontation with a police officer.
With police officers?
Right, and that time we stopped at that restaurant.
Did you ever go to a place where you all agreed never to go back to?
No, no, we at first, we were conditioned, we appreciated every invitation. We appreciated whatever the folks did for us. There were places where the minister was a little unfair. You know, we went to a place once in Arkansas, right, Texarkana, Arkansas, and we sat down and agreed on how we were going to divide the money. Now, ordinarily, he would raise maybe, I mean, this is way back, when people gave nickels and dimes.
Right.
Ordinarily, he would raise maybe $5 from that group. And I told him, I said, well, let me handle it. I'll raise the church's money, and I'll raise our money. Sunday morning, I'll raise the Sunday morning offering. I'll raise, just let me raise everything.
Right.
And so he said, okay, would you believe the first offering on the first night was $95. And he had never heard of that.
That was good.
But that was a lot of money.
That was 20 times what he would get.
Okay.
And that was for the church. And then I would preach, Oscar would play, my sister would sing, and the folk was so excited.
Yeah.
And when it was over, when the sermon was over, I raised our offering.
Right, okay.
Which was like $105. We always got more than the church. And so the agreement was that the pastor would hold it until the night before the last night.
Okay.
Because the last night was our night totally.
Okay.
So on Thursday night, when I got ready to divide that money, he looked at me and said, young man, you are too young to have that much money. And my parents had trained me to never argue with a preacher or argue with an older person about anything.
Okay.
So when I discovered he was not going to divide it, I didn't bother. It was really okay with me. So he kept it all.
Wait a minute.
Every nickel of it. So then on Friday night, you know, we Oscar played the piano, my sister sang, and I told them just keep on singing. And I wanted everything to be late enough for folk from other churches to come to our revival and get there before I get through. So we sang a long time, and the folk really enjoyed it. When the people came in, the church was jammed packed. Folk were standing outside. So when I got ready to preach, it came to just as I got ready to read the text, something said, why don't you stop right now and just get your offering? So I stopped and I simply said, we have been a blessing to this church.
You told him.
Yeah.
Not were we a blessing to
and strangely, I meant it.
You did. You were right.
I've been a big blessing to this church. And I told them, I said, what we have raised, the church has it. This is our night. And I would like for everybody, don't forget, this is the quarter night. And the dollar was a lot of money. I asked everybody who would give us $10 to get in the center line. And almost everybody in church
What?
got in that line. The line went down the aisle, down the steps, and around the corner. And so I was looking at the pastor.
You had your eye on him.
So
Don't get my shit.
when all the folk gave, we put the money in 2 bank canvas bags.
Okay.
And I gave it to Oscar. I said, Oscar, hold this. Don't let anybody count it.
Right.
Hold it. Oscar was sitting at the piano with the bags under his arm. The pastor whispered to me and said that the deacons said that they will have to count the money. And I said, sir, I'm getting ready to preach right now, and so we can't do anything right now.
The Holy Spirit won't allow us. It's moving right now.
God has told me to sit down.
And we raised so much money that night. But I was uncomfortable with him.
Yes, of course.
You know, we were staying, all of us were staying at his house.
But this is Friday night, get out of town.
Yeah, right, exactly. So over in the night, like 2 o'clock, I said to Oscar, I said, you know what? I am uncomfortable. See, I never took the money in the house. I locked the money up in the trunk of the car.
Okay.
This is a shame.
And so I said to Oscar, why don't we just get ready to leave?
Yeah.
So we got up in the night and I went down the hall to tell my sisters we're going to leave tonight. And so we all got dressed. We put all the stuff in, we tipped out the house.
This is 2 a.m. This is 2 a.m.
Yeah,
2 a.m. Okay.
And the pastor's wife up at the other end of the house, sound asleep.
Where was the pastor?
Sleep.
Oh, I thought you said it's just his
So
wife.
we put all the luggage in the car. My sisters got in the car. Oscar got in the
And you
car.
push it until you
And I
get
came
far
back
enough.
in the house and tapped on his door and told him, I said, Elder, we've decided that we're going to go ahead and leave. We got a long ways to go for the Sunday morning service, and said, we're going to go ahead and leave. Something happened to him. He felt so guilty. You know, he begged me to stay all night.
Yeah.
He said, no, you preach hard tonight, and you don't drive. I
You
said,
know what he did.
Yeah, he knew it.
yeah,
Oh, he
and
knew it.
he knew what it was about. I didn't
course
bring it
he
up.
did.
I didn't bring it up. But I really didn't care. Nothing like that bothered me. I knew I could always make it. So
But all these pastors you were dealing with were black or white?
only 3 or 4 were white. And had no
So it was your own trying to rip you
Oh,
off.
it's your own people.
Yeah.
He said, no problem out of that.
And an old man treating a young preacher that way.
So you made hundreds of dollars?
Yeah.
Did you stay the night? $1,000?
No, we left.
$1,000?
Oh, so you did leave.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we left.
Yeah.
He begged us to stay. His wife got up and came out there, and they felt like, I believe they felt like they had mistreated some young people who were trying to do something good.
Do good.
Yeah.
But I felt like, you know, I don't need to overextend myself to make him feel good.
Right.
That's
You know, I'm ready to go. So
Say that again.
we just left.
So how much money was in that satchel under Oscar's arm?
Curtis, we never counted it.
Oh, you never counted it?
We never counted it. We just spent out of our. I left it in the trunk of the car too.
Just dipped it.
And we would just unzip it and take what we need. And my sisters want to buy clothes or whatever,
Oh, it must have been
and just
fast.
gave them what they wanted. And I never counted it.